Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this coverage of Regional Division 2. We're just about to sit down and enjoy the game between IFC Fossbridge and Arlington Recreational and Sardine Ecumenical. Tony Lansdowne joining you again with Ronnie Nudger Jones. And I have to say, looking forward to this game, Ronnie. I believe you've been out in the Fossbridge Inn for the last 7 hours. You sound quite tipsy.
You fucking tell me what to do.
8 hours. I should have run it myself there. And as you can see, it's raining its arse off out there. I must say, it's been quite thundery all afternoon. Thunderstorms in the area. Apparently, it's the one noteworthy thing about Fossbridge that it never stops raining. But Fossbridge kicks off there in their trademark red and white kit. And once again, some team news to tell you about A.R.S.E. The John Cramp, the defensive midfielder, is back after injury. Tommy Phelps.
Oh, and the crowd don't like him.
No, certainly not. That's Eric Columbine, who's their top striker, so I don't know why they're booing him. And so obviously Tommy Phelps still out injured, and another absentee is Wayne Dimm, who's been missing since Thursday. So hopefully he comes home. Selzhaven now come with that cross in from Mark Skid. Cheek. Sam Cheek, good dink there with Burgler. Surely no, shoots wide.
God. Burgler clearly hasn't improved his accuracy since the last time.
No, well the problem was there, he didn't seem to be looking at the ball as he was shooting it. Maybe trying to turn on the skills there. The skills he clearly does not have. So that's a shame. Clenchington there gives the ball straight to the opposition. Columbine turns and shoots, and unfortunately goes wide. Good technique though from Columbine.
Absolutely. And if there's one person you don't want taking shots, it's a man with the surname Columbine.
So, Plug kicks it out and finds Chris Cheek. A.R.S.E keeps it in. Good play from him. Out. Chris Cheek, unfortunately, couldn't get the ball traditionally, so had to foul the man, which gives a free kick to Fossbridge. So, just wait for this free kick to be taken. I don't know why the referee's standing right behind the wall.
No, that's good.
Unconventional.
That was inches away from being millimetre perfect. Good man.
Matt Plug then. Madison. Fouled by Grundle, and that should be a booking, I'm sure, for the captain. Yeah, hands down there. No doubts about that. That is certainly a foul. Supposed to be a good time then to cross over to our pitchside reporter, Token Woman, who's down in the away end today. It's quite miserable out there, isn't it, Token Woman?
Yeah, it's really raining.
I know that. I can see that. I don't think we gave you an umbrella, did we?
No!
Oh,
and my
okay.
hair's getting ruined.
Yeah, but
I'm going back to the inn.
the inn is like 200 meters away. You're wearing heels. You're not going to walk it. Okay, fine. I'm not here to argue. So Grundle then on the ball for A.R.S.E. And Burgler, he plays in Clenchington, who's going to take a shot, and that's dreadful.
Ooh.
Very poor by Clenchington there. I suppose no better than Burgler up front. I suppose it was worth a shot.
No, but it seems none of the teams seem to have their finishing boots on.
I suppose that's Felch's job, but unfortunately he's out of action for the next few weeks. So, that's a poor foul to give away. Chris Cheek not happy about that one. Very cynical from the Fossbridge player. Bottom lay down. Looking for Burgler, and it's headed out to A.R.S.E, who finds Columbine, who is tackled by side bottom, but no foul given by the referee.
That was soft. Now you just hit the deck. Oh, offside.
Yeah, Selzhaven with that long ball. Unfortunately, Burgler caught offside there, not for the first time in his life. That was not a remark on his domestic abuse charge as well. So just to clarify legally. Cottrell now clears it out to Downing. No relation to Stewart. Rimmer finds Parker there on the right back position to Madison. Good tackle by Selzhaven, who's been very impressive so far in this game, Nudry, you have to admit.
I'll not be saying that.
No. It's quite hard to get you on record, in fairness. Rimmer. And now looking for Burgler. Again, just not fast enough to get to that ball.
He did everything he could there except score or pass.
Or run, for that matter. So, So once again, it's quite miserable out there. How are the conditions out there, Token Woman? It looks quite mucky out there.
Yeah, I know exactly how much change I'm meant to get back. Sorry, what? I'm just sending a really cute guy to get me some Prosecco on top.
Are you watching the game?
No.
Oh, and well, you just missed that goal for Fossbridge.
I don't care.
Eric
I'm wet and
Columbine.
miserable.
Ezekiel Columbine with that goal. What a name and what a strike.
Absolutely, he really picked his target off right there. Like, that was a great long-range effort.
It really was. A sniper in the box, you might argue. So, what a strike that was indeed.
He was left all alone by the defence. He was able just to walk right in and just shoot as he pleased.
Yes, he's been rampaging there on the back four of the A.R.S.E all day and shows no sign of stopping. Grundle now. And that's a referee's playing advantage. Chris Cheek finds Clenchington. He has to score. Surely, no, he doesn't. And even had an ideal pass as well to Burgler. Clearly not trusting his striker. That's very disappointing from A.R.S.E. So Fossbridge taking their time with this kick out. Graham. That's out to Hurst, who's unchallenged by either midfielder or defender. And Selzhaven clears it out there before it got to Columbine.
Clearly tackling has gone out of vogue here.
Well, we only have one person who knows what vogue is.
Absolutely,
so.
We'll take it back to our token woman. Vogue, what do you think?
I heard the word Vogue and I got mildly interested, and now I just know you were lying.
It's the only way we can get you to pay attention and do your job, I'm afraid.
Let's hope they put the match on at the bar.
They don't have a television, I'm afraid. It's one of those hipsters bars where you have to talk to human beings, which I understand there's a market for it, but just not in this part of the town. So anyway, back to the football. Parker. And Downing, I've been informed that the error you're seeing on the screen here will be fixed at half time. I believe our technicians are working on getting rid of that white blob you see on the screen. So, Columbine on the ball here and tackled by side bottom. He's not going to like that, Nudger, is he?
No, he will not.
So,
dangerous free kick.
Yes, he's lining it up here. Columbine went low and fortunately missed the target.
If that had gone in, it would have been a goal.
That's technically what happens. Nudger, you're absolutely right. It's good to see that 8 bottles of Arlington Ale has not affected your analysis whatsoever. Columbine now, jogging his way to the ball, but clearly Matt Plug is going to get there first. So we're just on the brink of half time here. So, and that's it. It's half time. Not a thrilling game per se, but really epitomised with that strike from Columbine. Nudger, has to be said.
Absolutely. There's very little to divide the teams here, except for the fact that one team can't finish.
That's just typically what happens with these sort of games, isn't it? So we're going to relocate to the Fossbridge Inn, and we will see you then for the second half, which will broadcast live. Mine will be a gin and tonic. Thank you. So welcome back, everybody. You join us here in the Fossbridge Inn. We're the only 3 people here, because I understand the entire town of Fossbridge is out for this match. So, it's self-service. Burgler going for the shot and shoots wide again. I believe now, according to our statistician, which is me, that's now 7 shots on goal for Burgler and none of them successful, which is very disappointing for this level of football. Cottrell. That's bizarre what happened there. He seemed to be still on the ball despite being tackled. McNally. Taking off the ball by Clenchington, no action given. A very lenient ref, Nudger, it has to be said.
It's a very angry crowd for any time he goes near the ball.
Yes, it seems that way. It's very odd for Fossbridge not to cheer their own players, but, you know, different traditions and all that.
Well, let's say the player in question is black.
Well, I couldn't comment on that possible way. A token woman, what's at the bar? What kind of crisps have we got at the bar here?
Ew, carbs.
No, that's... As you can see,
there's Prosecco and there's elderflower gin.
For the love of God, take that away from her. She's going to get drunk. She's already.
I'm actually quite enjoying this match for once.
Wait, what? Is that the sequence?
I don't know.
For the next game we're doing, bring a bottle.
There's just some guy staring at me with his eyes, literally.
That's the barman. Okay, so Matt Plug then saving that very tepid free kick, it has to be said.
Yeah, catch and practice.
Indeed. So Plug then still very mucky out there, as you can see. Very fine rain. You can't quite see it on the screen, but it is quite miserable out there. Columbine fell by Grundle, and again, the crowd just don't like that at all, do they?
Really don't like it.
No. Burgler. He skips past a very poor challenge from Sutherland. Skips past another one. Burgler surely is in here.
Oh my God!
He doesn't. Goodness gracious. And oh yes, what's the round here? 450. I believe our token woman has passed out, which is, if anything, is quite refreshing. Madison. McNally. And that's Chris Cheek then dispossessing. So Clenchington now, on the ball. And Parker, that's a poor ball, it has to be said. The quality of football from A.R.S.E has really dropped in the last few games. Columbine, that's what I have to say, a very liberal tackle there, Nudger, it has to be said. One of your specialties, I think it was. Back in the day.
Your task sells him on there. But that absolutely grudgy. Oh,
yes.
That's the ball, actually.
He did in fairness. I think the booking is actually quite unfair in context. But there's Bradley Bell now coming on for Sam Cheek. Now Columbine then. Takes a strike in safe hands from Plug. Good goalkeeping there, it has to be said.
Yeah, he got across there very well.
So Token Woman, I understand you've now woken up from your elderflower-induced gaze. Would you be surprised to know that the game is still 1-0?
I'm so shocked. And totally uninterested.
We can see that. I don't. We're just know that we are contractually obliged to bring you along.
Nice cross football.
Ooh, that's playing advantage there. Madison. Now Parker on the ball, and has been given a lot of room here. Columbine, who's about to be substituted there, presumably for those awful sideburns he has. Selzhaven, who's a really audible here. Clenchington squares with the Burgler. Surely he's in. No, he's offside again. That could be a glorious opportunity wasted for A.R.S.E.
Well,
of course, it gives
being very vocal with their voices there.
Yes, they're typically with voices mostly. Yes, vocals. So Andy Ibere now coming on for Ezekiel Columbine. No, unfortunately, that is his name. I think Fossbridge, if anything, are going to get in this season is the award for the most obscure names. So that is quite refreshing. Another change then for Fossbridge, as that is, yes, Nedham Hewitt coming on for Mike Graham. Clearly the names are not interesting enough to stay on the pitch. A bit of a tough touchline scramble there for between the two teams. It really has devolved into a very poor game, it has to be said. Maybe the conditions are playing their part, but it really has been quite poor. Jamie Grundle now again on the ball. Finds Burgler. He's got space here. What's he going to do with it? He passes to Bell, who skips past Parker, but admittedly Parker did that himself. So Bell now squares to Burgler. He has to have this. Yes, he does!
He finally scores!
Yay!
With the 8th opportunity of his career.
Over 2 games.
Rob Burgler finally gets it, and that is the reaction of Herbert Horsington. I believe he had a 5er on that. So congratulations to both Burgler and Horsington for that. That is phenomenal. Well, really, you'd be doing well to miss that, Nudger, you'd have to be honest.
Well, you've been doing well to miss them so far.
Yes, indeed he has. And that's no change on. That's James Pillock now coming on for Yerda Selzhaven. So we're 1 apiece now here at Fossbridge. The question is now, can either team do enough to get the 3 points here?
And break the deadlock.
Indeed. Well,
Who cares?
go get yourself another drink.
Okay.
Good book. Now,
More elderflower!
She's very loud, isn't she? Anyway, and now looks like another change up front then, as Josh Dick is coming on for Fossbridge.
His name sounds like a penis.
Speaking of which, Barry Bollock is now coming on for Ross
We
Burgler.
now have Dick and Bollock on the pitch.
A complete set, it has to be said. So I think, ironically enough, fell on for the ball there. Parker, who seems to have defecated in that challenge, which is a shame.
It just shows you how committed he was to that tackle that he actually lost control of his bells.
Yes.
As he slid in.
Somewhat ironic that he made that challenge on Mark Skid.
Absolutely.
Bell whips it in and cleared out by Byrne. Madison. And now Ibere was going to go on the counter-attack, but he rather balls that up, didn't he? So, side bottom now.
Lovely crossfields.
Indeed. To Skid. Whips across it in, and it's going to be given as a foul to the Fossbridge player there with the fancy hair.
Oh, foul against.
So here we go then. Bell's going to cross this in again.
Catching practice.
Yes, unfortunately Kensington's positioning was very poor there. Goalkeeper was clearly going to get in front of him there.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes. So we're into injury time now. Just 2 minutes as Dick is now on the ball.
Absolutely. What a fantastic ball from Dick.
Yes, indeed. A good driving pass, and A.R.S.E really messed that up and committed a foul for his trouble. Conduct unbecoming there of the captain of the team, has to be said. Trying to explain.
Is he Jeff Hurst's nephew?
Clearly not. He's at the wrong skin tone.
Oh.
But thank you for trying.
Oh.
Gold star for effort. Did you get her a footballing book or something? Or did you come up Oh, dear. So, Chris Cheek.
Oh,
And that's
that was cynical.
It was very cynical indeed. And, well, this is A.R.S.E's last chance then to make something of this game.
Last drive of the game. A.R.S.E must drive it forward.
Unfortunately, that's it. The referee gave him no opportunity at all. And that is that. Full time here at Fossbridge. It is ended 1 apiece. And salvation for Rob Burgler as he finally scores a goal, Nigel.
Absolutely, he's finally managed to steal one up. Fair play to the man. Hopefully he's broken whatever hoodoo he's...
Absolutely.
I'm happy for him.
Yes, indeed.
I don't have to replace him now.
We're all very grateful for that. So anyway, we are going to leave you with this, with the highlights of the game as we end our broadcast here live from the Fossbridge Inn as everyone else comes back in from the game. So I have been Tony Lansdowne, Mudra Jones, and as Token Woman starts a fight at the bar, we'll see you next time for some lower Division Cup action. Until then, see you then.